You know, sometimes you just fall on your ass, and that's when you've hit rock bottom in life. Pikmin is one of my favorite video game series of all time. Pikmin 1 for the GameCube is the first video game I have memories of playing. And to celebrate the release of Pikmin 3 Deluxe on October 30th, I am creating Piktober, where I will be releasing a Pikmin video every Friday until October 30th when the game comes out, and I'll have like a big stream and I'll make a little day out of it. So, this week's episode of Piktober is Pikmin 3 Fruit Names Tier List. Now, if you don't know, the basic plot of Pikmin 3 is that tiny aliens from another planet need fruit to sustain their world. Because they only eat fruit, I guess. I don't know why. So they're like, oh, we need to find fruit on another planet because our plants ran out. And the planet they do find is Earth in the future. Because all the humans are gone. But the fruit is still there and the same. It's just weird when you think about it, because like humans have drastically changed fruit, but the fact that the fruit would just remain the same for however many years, because the plates have shifted, like it's been millions of years. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh right, so they find fruits, and the fruits are like massive to them, and they're like, oh wow, so much fruit, and then they give them fun names that are, rather than calling something like, oh I don't know, an orange, they call it a citrus lump. Get it? Ha 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 ha. And so I'm gonna be ranking all the names in a tier list starting now. We have our little fruit tier list here. So I'm ranking them based on the names alone, and it's my opinion, so fight me in the comments. It's basically my favorite names. That's it. Nothing to do with the taste or anything in game, just what the co-pilots named them. Is this extremely niche? Yes. Do I care? No. Alright, so as you know, this is like an amazing fruit name. And F, you know, is obviously like, that name sucks. I don't, you know, and my liking of it can range from how fun it is to say, or just, you know, the concept of it, or just anything really. First up is Apple, and in game, it is called an insect condo, which I think is a pretty solid A tier, kicking off with a pretty good name. Insect condo, like, pretty clever way to describe it. And this is an Asian pear. In game, it's called a crunchy deluge, that's fun to say. I don't know what deluge is really, but it's crunchy. So yeah, I think it's above insect condo, honestly. Crunchy deluge. Alright, now the avocado is scaly custard. Which, yeah, that's a pretty good description of what it is. Also, avocado is a fruit. It is one of the two fruits without juices, which makes it weird when you juice it in the game. Other fruit without juice, banana. Or as they call them, Pikmin. The Slapstick Crescent. Excellent name there. Just an amazing, excellent name. The Slapstick Crescent. Cherry. Now this is another S tier name. Cherry is called the Cupid's Grenade. Yes. It belongs in S. Cantaloupe is called the Wayward Moon, which makes sense because, you know, they're tiny little people, so this is just like a moon that I guess fell on the planet to them. That's pretty good. I'd say it's a B tier. Solid B. Carry on my wayward moon. You'll be in pieces when I'm through. Even though you don't taste the best. Something dropped cube on the floor. Dun, 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 dun. Dragon fruit is called the Fire-Breathing Feast. I don't know. It's just not in with me. Even though it has alliteration, like, I'm just not feeling it, so I think that's like a C tier. Fig, Delectable Bouquet. I know it's called that because it has like a bunch of flowers in it. Like I think if you get a fig that like just has a bunch of flowers inside, so the name makes sense, but it's just, I don't know, it just doesn't have like the same ring to it. Is fig juice a product? Has anyone ever seen like a fig juice in stores? A fig juice. All right, now the grapes are called dusk pustules and dawn pustules, respectively. You know, dusk being red and dawn being white. For grapes are purple and green, yet they're called red and white. So aren't we great at naming things as humans? I don't know. Dusk pustules has a much better name. That's like top of A, whereas dawn pustules, I'd say, it's more on top of B. Well, for right now at least. This could change later. Now grapefruit. I never get why. I know why grapefruit is called grapefruit because it looks like a clump of grapefruit. Like when it's growing, it looks like a clump of grapes. Anyways, I know why grapefruits are called grapefruits because when they're growing, they have like they like look like they're a cluster of grapes, but grapes are already a fruit. Imagine if there's a fish called a carp fish that because it's like named that because it looked like a carp when it was young, right? But it wasn't a carp at all. It just kind of looks like a carp. And it's called the carp fish, even though carp's already a fish. That's what a grapefruit is, pretty much. It's called this stringent clumping game, which I think is better than Crunchy Deluge, but it's not as good as Dusk Pustules. Just pustule. Oh. Now, there's two different kinds of kiwi in game. The green kiwi is called Disguised Delicacy, and I don't know, it's just D for Disguised Delicacy. I don't think that's that good. The golden one, I think, is even worse. It's the Blonde Imposter, which, like... Like, okay, I get it, cause it's all hairy on the outside, but then it's like sweet on the inside, I'm pretty sure is what they give for the reason, but it's just no. Then the lemon is called the Face Wrinkler. That is what it is. It does wrinkle the face. However, the lime is called the Zest Bomb, and I think that's a much more discreet. I just like that a lot better than Face Wrinkler. So, B it goes. Like a bear in Face Wrinkler. I don't know why. It just feels like, ooh, Zest Bomb. Now this is a Loquat. If you don't know what a Loquat is, it's like a kumquat. If you don't know what a kumquat is, too bad. But yeah, Loquat. It's called the Velvety Dream Drop. Top of A. Here, top of A. Actually, Dusk Pustules, S tier name. The mango is called Heroine's Tier, and I think this is my least favorite name. Just F. F it goes. They need something in F, and that's my least favorite. Now, this is a mangosteen. If you don't know what a mangosteen is, I'm not quite sure either. It's this thing. Or as they like to call him Pikmin, a dapper blob. This blob does look pretty dapper. That's pretty good name. That's pretty good, like, not even alliteration. Say top of B, actually. The grapefruit's called the astringent clump. But this is called the citrus lump. Astringent clump, citrus lump. More things that rhyme. I can't think of them in time. Yes, I thought of this ahead while I was sitting in my bed. Okay, Citrus Lump. Not as fun as Astringent Clump or Crunchy Deluge, but it's better than Insect Condo. Insect Condo's a fun name, but doesn't have... It's not as fun to say, like, Citrus Lump. Like, it's just a big lump of citrus, which I think is a fun way to describe an orange, you know? Now, the papaya, or papiapa, as I like to call it, or I like to throw in a couple extra P's. Yeah, papaya seed hive, which, yeah, I know it is like a seed hive on the inside, but you know what? The peach is called the mock bottom, which is more entertaining than some of the other ones that are just like, you know, because it looks like a butt, so it's a mock bottom. I've hit mock bottom. You know, sometimes you just fall on your ass, and that's when you've hit mock bottom in life. There in Wayward Moon. Carry on my wayward moon. Alright, the tremendous sniffer. Just doesn't do it for me. Like, I guess it's better than Face Wrinkle, but yeah, there's a big nose. The Persimmon's called the Portable Sunset? I guess so. I mean, I guess it's got some sunsetty colors, but you know what? I'm just not feeling it. Plum is called the Lesser Mock Bottom. I know it's pretty much the same as the other one, but just the fact that it's lesser is what makes it great. Now, this is called the Juicy Gaggle. That's got another one weird, but it's not as fun to say as like Crunchy Deluge or Citrus Lump. It's still as fun Insect Condo, but it is better than Dapper Blob, in my opinion. Fight me in the comments. Now the starfruit is called the Stellar Extrusion, which I think is one of the better names for things that are just kind of basic names. Like, oh yeah, it's a star, but it's been extruded. Extruded strudel. Anyway. Alright, now strawberry is called the Sunseed Berry. It's nice. More like the Sun C tier berry. Tangelo is called the Pocked Airhead. Which is a pretty fun name, but it's just not as good as like any of the A tier ones. I think it's better than C, but it's bottom of B. Not mock bottom, but real bottom. And this is an ume, which I think is like a sour plum, which is common in Asia. And it's called the Searing Acid Shock. Searing Acid Shock! Which sounds like, I don't know. Like, come to Searing Acid Shock this Saturday, 8 p.m. Pretty fun name, pretty good name. I don't know what it tastes like, so maybe it is accurate description, but Searing Acid Shock, that's pretty good. It's going bottom to mid A. Crimson Banquet, watermelon. Watermelon, my favorite fruit, Crimson Banquet, it's going up there. It's going C tier. Actually, Crimson Banquet, yeah, it's a very C tier. So this is my tier list. Feel free to fight me in the comments. Comment what your favorite fruit name is below. What your favorite Pikmin 3 fruit name is below. Alright, so, you know, subscribe if you enjoyed that and want more Pikmin content. I'll be making new Pikmin video every Friday this month. Well, new Pikmin video coming out every Friday this month, and at the end, and on the 30th, you know, I'll have a big Pikmin stream on Friday, the 30th, you know, the day the game comes out, and a fun video, I think. Join me next week, where I find out what type of Pikmin I am, and other assorted Pikmin quizzes. Yeah, so I have a Twitch where I stream real games now, not just GeoGuessr. callmetheoceanman at twitch.tv. And follow me on Twitter to find out when I'll be streaming. Or follow me on Instagram for to find out when I make new videos, or fun photos like this whenever I feel like it. The name for avocado in Japan translates into English as crocodile scrotum.